everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 137. We've been doing
Are
this
we
a
sure
while.
that's the
Yes,
episode
yeah,
number?
yeah.
You're
I half forgot as, I was halfway through my spiel, and I'm like, wait, I remember typing it.
God.
Hey, it's
fucking
137. There's been a lot
I'm
of
literally,
these.
week by week, I stare at the title, and I wait for you to fuck it up.
So,
It's
on my
cyclical.
on my one screen, I have the browser up, but I have it the outline of what we're going to talk about, and then the browser shrunk, and I have the chat. I have the right side of the dashboard up, so I don't see the title. Yeah. So yeah, I have an excuse. Ha ha, fucker. So
Join our host, Mike.
Yes, we are down a BG today.
Yeah, let's hear about that, please. I'm curious on this.
So I just got a text saying that he's been at the SOS for 3 hours, and I have no idea what the fuck that is. I'm guessing it's a Detroit thing.
It absolutely is not. BG is an absolute bum. He's at the Secretary of State right now.
What?
What?
So do you guys remember back when he had his finger messed up?
Yes.
That was months ago, wasn't it?
Months
ago. Let's be conservative and say 3-4 months, maybe
4.5.
somewhere
I think
around
there. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. So he
Oh no.
he lost his wallet around that time. That exact day around that time. So he hasn't had an ID for 4 months conservatively.
Oh no.
And today was the day he chose to go get himself a new ID. And I'm looking at him like, BG, you still don't have an ID? No, I do not. I'm waiting for my friend to go to the Secretary of State with me because they need to get some stuff, and we're just going to do it together. I'm like, what happens if you need an ID? Now, I'm a lazy person. I'm a procrastinator. Everybody is. Everybody has those little tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
An ID for almost half a year?
How?
Yeah.
Why? What?
Literally the day after I lose my ID, I'd be getting my new one.
Mm-hmm.
The very following day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
how
what
has he
happened
bought
with BG.
alcohol? I know he's bought alcohol. We've talked about it. How has he bought it?
I think he looks old enough that people are just like, you cool.
Bruh.
Because he looks either 26 or 49.
In the Midwest.
Well, I mean, that picture of him in the snow.
In the
Yes,
Midwest.
you just rub a little snow on your face and just get a grandpa voice. You cool.
Look like old man's fucking Static. Let's go.
In the Midwest, you get hit and miss with people actually IDing you. I've been and for me, I have a fucking baby face. You should be IDing me. Why don't you not? So
and if you go to the same place enough times, they just know you in the end. Oh, look who decided to show up.
It's not decided. I barely made it.
Well, yeah.
You barely made it by half a year.
He didn't hear that, of course.
I know he didn't, but I don't give a fuck.
So, for me, I can understand because you guys don't drive, so I can imagine procrastinating a month. But 6?
Oh, we can talk to him about this.
Yeah, I know. I'm
gonna unplug
pointing.
so he can get his in.
Okay.
Just filibuster for 30 seconds or so.
Yeah,
I would have literally had a new ID the day after. I don't drive. I don't drive. I would have had it the day after.
Uh-oh. I can't hear.
Same.
Hello? Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
No, they can't.
What happened?
What is it with them in technology?
I don't know.
It will function, but not correctly.
Okay.
For me, technology gets struck by lightning or explodes. For them, It's just inconvenient glitches that ruin the moment.
Yep,
The number you're trying to reach has been disconnected.
For real. Like, that's how it is for them.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Boy,
since you
did
heard
make
me.
you want that?
All right. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Can you guys hear us now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to reiterate my point, and you defend yourself, sir. 'Cause we got the spiel of what the SOS was. So,
Okay.
you take the bus, so I could understand, like, a month without your
Mhm.
license.
My
6?
ID.
ID. It's not a license, Mike.
ID. 6?
Has it been 6?
It's been about that. We were conservative at 4. Because it was the time your finger thing happened.
Yeah,
My point is, how the fuck did you buy alcohol these past fucking months, man?
because I live in Detroit.
That's what I said, Midwest. Midwest, man.
I've legit never been carded. Legit.
I can't even imagine that kind of world.
So I haven't needed my ID for literally anything.
But what if you did?
Then
Exactly! It's just like, well, I guess I'm in jail now. Woo!
But look, it's been
Prove who you are. Oh, well, here's my Facebook. Does this count? Woo! See, cut to comical bars slamming in front of your face.
I did sign into a hotel through my Facebook. I literally went, here's my Facebook, and they were like, yep, you're Albert Smith.
Instead of let me go
How
get an
do-
ID, a
You
thing
can do
that 100% of adults have.
That
Check
is
to
a
see when your
thing that
finger thing
hotels
was.
do?
I mean, they did it for me.
That seems
Freaking
awful.
ghetto hotels.
Hold on.
That's-
What hotel? Where?
It was a nice hotel.
Was this fucking Florida by chance?
It was Youmacon.
Well, that just says everything you need.
I remember because Adam was with me, and I was like, it couldn't have been Combo Breaker because I had my ID at that point. So yeah,
So yeah, this bastard walking around Yoma, no ID.
didn't need it.
How the fuck did you get 18 plus stuff?
I didn't. I got into ours because I was part of the panel.
Let's go to the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Show them your
Oh.
age on Facebook. See? I'm this many old.
This wouldn't work in any other state.
Oh my god. That is... I have never heard that before.
September.
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 That is 6 months.
Half a year. This bastard walking around like, oh, sure hope I don't need ID. I can't take the 2 hours that I'll need to walk up there and get it.
I was in there for 4 hours and I didn't get it.
You still didn't even get it.
Oh no,
Why not?
because apparently my check stub was not enough to prove who I was.
Okay, let's go 8 hours. You go there. Oh, I know what I need now. You go back 8 hours. You can't take the 8 hours that you might need to not become a felon one day, potentially.
You know why? Because last time I did it online, and it was like a bang, bang, boom, and then it was
It
like,
don't matter what happened last time. It's
It
what
was like-
happened this time.
we don't know why, but we can't do it online. So I went, guess I just don't need an ID for a while.
6 months later.
Still don't really need it. I have a picture of my old ID, so I still have the numbers I need.
You should print that out and laminate it. Just a picture.
Y'all
of
see what I deal with?
You deal with like an actual ghetto rat.
Y'all see? I got a picture of my ID. What is that?
Yeah, it's got the numbers I need. It's got the front and the back of it. I got everything I need.
Oh.
I
You guys are confined to a card. I'm free.
You're the problem. I'm free.
What does that even mean?
we over here living in 2019. He's over there in 4020. Like,
Correct.
That's the most
Is this
hippie
what I
thing
sound
I have
like when I'm
ever
like, I'm
heard you
walking
say.
You guys are-
Yeah, this is exactly what it
Oh
sounds
my
like. Except I'm not
goodness.
being serious.
That piece of plastic, it's just a barrier, man.
Just weighing you guys down. 6 months.
Oh boy.
And a couple more days now.
6 months.
So, how long is it gonna be until you go back?
I'm thinking Friday morning.
Thinking.
Because I have
Yes,
in my pocket, once I get the document I need, I'm just going to print out one of my bank statements. I have express access, so that means I just go right to the front of the line.
Okay, yeah.
You got the fast pass.
Yeah, I'm thinking Friday.
4.5 hours. 6 months. Not even an hour per month. I can understand the first couple of days. You're like, oh, maybe my wallet will get returned to me. Week or two, and then after that, it's just like, okay, maybe I should just, because I remember you going, yo, I can't even check into my hotel at Yoma because I ain't got my.
Yep.
Oh, what's he gonna do? Well, I continue down the straight and narrow, I guess.
Correct.
This path is the correct path, and no one's gonna tell me otherwise.
I mean, I've yet to be proven wrong.
But that doesn't mean that you went at some point.
What's that point? Where does it hit that point?
By the time you get to that point, it's too late.
Yeah. Isn't that how I do JRPGs? I play the bosses like, it's too late to level up now. I'm at the boss.
And then you die and then you grind.
No, I die about 9 times and go, okay, I'm not close, so it's time to grind. If I'm close, I keep going.
So how does this equate?
Because this works until it
a bug
doesn't
in the
work.
system here. There's a bug in the BG system here with this one. That
Not at all.
your logic is not sound.
How often do people use their IDs?
All
At
the
least
fucking
here,
time.
Often, yeah.
For what, Mike? Literally for what?
Anytime I get pulled over, anytime if I, apparently not you, go into a bar.
Outside of driving.
Go into a
Outside
bar.
of driving.
Go into a bar. Go into a fucking liquor store. Try to buy something when you're at a grocery store and someone's buying liquor that's not you. You have to show your ID at least.
Not even liquor.
Those are
Not even liquor.
those
Sometimes
are
like cold medicine.
hoity-toity places.
Yeah,
No,
cold
those
medicine. You can't buy even
I haven't been sick.
over-the-counter cold medicine.
How many times have you gone, I was just walking down the street and me and Popo just rolled up and like empty out your pockets? What if they were like ID? I ain't got it. Here a picture of it. All right.
I mean, here's something that actually happened. My friend and I were coming from a wake, and we were both super drunk. He was driving. He had no license, and his plates were fake. He did an illegal U-turn. Cops pulled up next to us and went, "Do you have your license?" And he said, "No." And he said, "Well, drive like you got some sense. On your way, fellas."
Wow.
So why would I need my ID?
Because not every cop is that fucking chill.
Think of it like this. I haven't needed it in 6 months.
The fact we got 6 months is astounding to me.
We got almost done up for truancy of 10 minutes.
What's your point?
What is my point?
Yeah, what's your point?
Like,
What
It's
is
been 6
my
months and
point?
counting. It's been 6 months and counting, and I have not needed my ID. And I
You
suspect
did need your ID.
For what?
The hotel, but you got
No.
around it.
No, I didn't need it.
Yeah, you
It
did,
just
but
would've
you
made
got
things-
around
No,
it.
it just
Yes,
would've-
you did, but you got around it. Don't sit there and tell me that 100% of hotels in this world don't need IDs. For
Use
some reason,
Facebook.
you got Bob Marley, who was just like, "Yeah, your Facebook is cool." He just rolled up a dude, and was just like, "On your way, sir." Don't hit me with that bullcrap that you didn't need it. You
Okay.
did need it, but you just didn't use it. For
Okay.
some reason, what happened there?
Okay.
It's my question.
Okay, if I needed it, how did I get here?
How?
So I didn't need it. People need water. You can't just drink spit and go, oh, I don't need water. I found a way to get around it.
All your life. That's not water.
No, I feel like you have some problems.
I mean, just ask people of Flint.
We don't have the empirical data on that, but I've gone like a week without drinking water once. And
your health is atrocious.
My health is fine until it isn't.
Your health is atrocious.
Yeah, you're like breaking
I
down
don't know, man.
every second.
My health is fine
right now
to the moment that it isn't. If my health wasn't so great, I wouldn't be lapping y'all fools. But I am.
No, that's something that happened years ago that you retained. It's like a muscle memory.
Hey, still working.
Like,
okay, me like I'm on trial.
I'm not.
Because one of us was at the Secretary of State today. Oh,
and what happened if you got called for jury duty? Ain't got ID.
Basically, but I'm free from jury duty for 2 years, so I ain't have to worry about it.
I was too until I wasn't.
Interesting.
hi.
Sounds like you should have lost your ID.
Yeah, that was on me.
What the hell?
That was my problem. I should have messed up for 6 months.
Oh,
Again, in 6 months, I have not
Here's the thing.
needed it. There has never been a time. Hold on. There has never been a time where I went without an ID. I cannot.
Yes, you did.
No.
You went. I ain't got an ID for Yoma.
And I did.
But you went. I ain't got an ID for Yoma. Correct. What am I gonna do? So you did at one point go. I don't have an ID.
No. I just said I cannot. I never went. I cannot at Yoma. I never went. I cannot get this room. I said, what am I gonna do? And what I did was bring up my Facebook.
Here's the thing. Here is the legitimate thing. Is you have experienced deity level luck these past 6 months.
100%.
How?
100%.
If this had been me, Mike, or DA, the week after our ID was lost, a cataclysm would have occurred and we would be fucked.
Nah, I don't think
You have been coasting on God's wings with this shit.
Yeah.
And for Versus's quote is perfect, and it does need to be on a shirt. I've seen the universe, and it ain't got an ID.
I haven't needed it. And the time
I don't have my ID for CEO, but I do have a Twitter.
I'm gonna have it by then.
It maybe.
I have to. I gotta fly.
Okay. Maybe you won't. Maybe you
is.
won't fucking need it by that point. Show him your goddamn picture. Show him a fucking selfie on your phone. Yeah, hey, this is me. Oh shit, man, it's you. Get on the plane. Don't hijack this or nothing.
Oh,
And I
shit,
called
Tom
my
Rose.
grandmama.
His name is Ahmud.
My grandmama will tell you that I'm me. Will that count? Yes, it will, sir.
Yo, put my dog Gigi on the phone.
I'm getting it.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I don't understand why I'm still getting attacked. It's been fine.
This level of
I've
luck
been
is
fine.
absurd.
Absurd.
I have
Especially
terrible
sitting
luck.
right next to me.
I have terrible luck.
Yes. Literally yin and yang.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Just the other day, I walked around a curb, or I hopped over a curb and rolled my ankle, and it still hurts. Ankle and foot. That's not great luck.
No, you don't have great luck.
That happens.
No, you don't have great luck. You have situational luck. Luck, the things that would occur that would dumpster normal or subnormal people seem to just fly by you. Yes.
Abnormal? What the?
You are abnormal. Okay, BG, case in point, we're going to dial back to Yoma when you dropped your damn phone and kept walking and was still able to find it thanks to your music now blasting through the speaker. Had that been any of us, the moment that phone
As
hit
it
the
was
ground,
raining
the
super
moment
hard,
that phone hit the
phone
ground,
was not damaged when it was raining super hard.
Not
anyone else, that phone is dead.
But I
You
do have a
don't
case.
have a case.
But I do have a case. It's on my phone.
No, that is deity luck. Fuck this.
No,
You are abnormal.
no, it's not.
If this was literally Mike, me, or your brother, that phone would have shattered, been submerged in a puddle, and we would have never even found it in the darkness.
BG, don't you remember when you were like, back when you had your own phone? Oh, I got my phone. I've dropped it down the stairs. I've dropped it face down on concrete. No problem. Nothing. The one time that you gave GB a bath and it cracked, shattered. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
That's your luck right then and there. That's everything you need to know. You're bulletproof until the second that you aren't. And
you
then
witnessed
that shit
someone
comes
getting
down
shot.
a little
It
bit.
was just a casual passerby, or just like, oh, that happened.
Mhm.
All of
It's
us
like
would
a
have got
dumb
shot.
puzzle. It's like a dumb
Your brother would have legitimately got shot in that scenario, and you know it.
where it's a ball in the middle and then there's a circle going around and there's one little tiny opening and you got to get through that one little tiny opening, but it's spinning so fast that you can't get it. But one day you'll just throw enough things, you'll get through it. That's your luck.
But
You
no,
have
When the
situational
moment
luck.
that it happens is so catastrophic. So catastrophic that it's, but other than that, you are bulletproof
I don't think so.
until the second that it happens, and then it is so devastating. Whereas me, I have a bunch of little to medium things and almost
Unless
no
you're alone
huge
at a con,
catastrophic
then
things.
Then it's catastrophic things.
I mean, I just didn't need an ID. It's not.
Unbelievable.
I swear to God, if I didn't have an ID for a week. Do you know what happened that week?
No.
I had 6 different people ask me to go out to bars with them. I had 6 different times that I was at the store and I was like, I want to buy a beer. I can't. I literally had my entire social life hemorrhaged for a week while I waited for my new picture ID to come in. I couldn't do anything.
I bought $70 worth of liquor for a wedding.
Yes, I'm aware that you live in fucking Detroit.
Detroit.
But that's what I'm saying. If these situations happen to anyone else that is normal or subnormal, shit gets bad.
I don't
But
think-
for you in this regard, I'm going to this hotel. I don't have my ID. Here's my Facebook. Oh, sure, Mr. Albert. Just come right in. Here's your room.
Especially
Fucking Christ!
with your name. How the fuck did that Facebook shit work? That is still blowing my mind.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, let me just search Albert Smith and get the 100,000 results.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, it's plugged right into. It's the Facebook app. I don't need to search.
You
it.
can make any fucking profile you want.
You can make any profile that you want.
How
Yeah,
did
but I
that
also
work?
have I also have the confirmation number.
Whoever was behind that counter was quitting that day.
100%. They were so checked out. They were just like, Facebook, cool, whatever. Sure
That's
thing, Albert Smith.
wink,
Whatever.
wink.
Whatever.
They had to deal with so many con people that it finally just this guy comes up. There's like, I don't fucking care. Just go to your room.
That's it. I quit. I'm done. I just had a stupid motherfucker walk up and use his goddamn Facebook profile as a way to check in. I'm done. I quit. This job ain't worth it.
No.
Get out of my way, Vaster Stampede.
No.
Sick of this.
Ask me if I had a Facebook to confirm my identity. I didn't just walk up and present it.
He
So what was your plan?
Huh?
had a plan.
Didn't even have a plan.
Not at all. I didn't have a plan. I had a backup plan. I didn't
Cry.
need to use it, but I had one. No. I was just gonna send the money to Adam, add him to the room, and just have him do it all.
Why was that plan A?
Because I didn't need it.
You had no plan.
I did. You just heard the
No,
plan.
to walk up and just go, Alfred Smith, confirmation number?
I lost my idea.
No.
Is there anything I can
Ha! Fucking versus. Dear God, our room at CEO better not require a Facebook. I think you'd actually see that man have a actual meltdown.
No.
He would cry.
I would have my idea at that point.
He would cry. Just on principle. I think his poor redneck Floridian brain would break.
Oh
Will live.
boy. I'm lightheaded. Oh man. So do we want to lambast him any further? Do we want to actually talk about other shit?
Lambast for what?
No.
What did I get lambasted
No,
for?
he's in the right here.
I am?
He's the correct one.
Yes.
Until the second that he's not.
Mhm.
There is a 1 second window where his armor breaks, and we need to all attack at that moment. But until that happens, he's completely unbreakable.
Perfect guard.
What's the point? What's the point?
He's Bruce Willis from that fucking stupid ass movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
Unbreakable.
Which one?
Yeah.
That was a fine movie. That was
So
okay.
which just no, his weakness has to be water. We just got to submerge him in water. That's it.
That's signs.
No.
That did
No,
happen in
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
He drowned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an M. Night Shyamalan thing. Water is the weakness. I guess
Yeah,
he doesn't like
Llama.
water.
That was a fine movie.
Which one?
Unbreakable. Glass.
I haven't seen Glass yet. Okay.
Okay, so very briefly, just because Ralph is going to see this next week, just wanted to talk a tiny bit about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Big cap.
Hmm?
What?
Big cap.
Ah.
That's it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about Brie Larson's performance. I thought it was fine.
Mm,
I enjoyed the smugness. I will talk about like just a lot of things I'm just gonna mention briefly. Like the de-aging surprisingly looked good. Very, very good.
it looked good on Samuel L. Coulson looked a little weird.
I thought it looked good on Coulson too, personally.
Nah, his forehead, I could just feel it.
But yeah, I like you had posted on Facebook too. Solid tier 2 Marvel film, and that is an accurate summary.
Where do you put it in the top, like, 10?
I would have to really think about that. There's a
DJ,
lot of
It
Marvel
wouldn't,
movies
it wouldn't be
at
in the
this
top
point.
10.
It's not top 10?
No,
Okay, better or worse than Iron Man 2?
better.
Oh, better.
Okay,
Easy.
that's all I need. That's literally all I need.
It's like Doctor Strange level.
Oh,
There's
okay.
something, one of the podcasts I listen to, the Fantasy Focus, that does a name game where they go such and such. So it would be like, is Captain Marvel better than this, better than that, and then you just kind of find the level of where it's at through that. It's better than Iron Man 2.
Yes. A lot of movies are better than Iron Man 2.
Yeah, it's not it's not a high meter.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about that more next week. So I played and beat Devil May Cry this past week, just because the campaigns of Devil May Cry are always very short. It's just you replay them a bunch, just because there's like 18 difficulty levels. It is very good. Highly recommended.
I watched the entire fucking
Buddy of
cutscene
ours, John,
movie.
put it really good just because I hadn't played a Devil May Cry game since 4. I didn't play DMC. It's like getting on a bike again. Like, once I got into the game, I'm just like, okay, I remember this now. And Nero's gameplay was really fun with all the Devil Breakers. V's was interesting, but it got old. Like, basically, like you have a Raven demon that you control from far away and a Panther demon that you control from far away, and it boils down to you're just mashing square and triangle a bunch. So his gameplay wasn't super interesting after a while. And then Dante's is always fucking awesome, just because there's the different styles, the different weapons. And then just there's one cutscene in the game. I mentioned it last week, but the hat and the scarf.
Mm-hmm.
I loved every moment of Dante in this game. And it explains some shit as far as story and like Nero's connection to the rest of the Devil May Cry world. And Nero was actually really good.
I still don't. This game confused me even more about Dante and Virgil's background, though.
Not really for me.
It hinted more at why they have a rivalry, but not the details that I need to really make this okay for me.
All right, well, yeah, you probably won't get that for a while unless you read like supplementary material.
I have looked it up. It's just hinted at the same way it is in this game. I'm fucking annoyed.
But yeah, as far as like Nero's connection to things and Nero's character, itself was way better to me than Devil May Cry 4. I honestly enjoyed all the characters. Like all of them were good. And yeah, if you are a fan of classic Devil May Cry games, if you're a fan of Bayonetta, yeah, this is a solid game. I unlocked almost all of the skills, and I might try and play in harder difficulties, but yeah, this isn't a game. I usually don't perfect Devil May Cry games, but I just play them for as long as I'm interested. Like I don't have the DA Bayonetta mentality of like I must get the best rank on every single mission on every single difficulty. I can't do that.
I don't either, other than for Bayo.
No, that's what I'm saying. For the Bayonetta mentality for you.
What? Dancing?
Oh, dancing is a whole nother thing.
Oh,
I have to be passionate about something in order to sit there and just go, do not, VG. It is not the week for this.
I got you.
Damn.
I'll pencil that in for some other time.
Yes, please, let's.
Pencil that in.
I'm going to make a note of whatever the fuck this conversation was.
But speaking of video games,
yeah,
DA tried to do one.
Oh yes, I did. Couple new ones.
Oh,
Let's hear them, DA.
Oh, Mario Odyssey is very, very good. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Breath of the Wild is a very rough game.
Mhm.
It is a wall that you need to scale. It is very, very, very difficult to get into.
What?
Breath of the Wild. I said Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I'm getting into this. This is a slow burn to me. Just going. I was bored for 10 hours. I'm gonna get to that point, but first I gotta ease it into it. Gotta lube it up. I can't just jam it in. My goodness, gotta wine and dine a little bit
before he fucks me in the ass.
You need $15.
You don't even need an ID in some cases.
All cases for me.
You got a Facebook profile? Good. Spread them.
Jesus.
You ain't got no HIV or AIDS, do you? Here's my Twitter. Check out.
Verified. Good. Oh
my goodness. I tried. I really, really, really tried. I sat there for almost 11 hours playing that game. Just
Me too.
Yo, because I love tedious crap. Because they started off as just like, out the cave, you go to the right, collect some apples. I'm like, yo, I'm going to collect all the apples. 100 apples. I walked away before I even got to do anything of note with like 50 apples. That's how much I love crap like that. The weapon system is so bad. I hate it so much. More than almost anything that I've played. Because I'm just like, okay, bam, 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 done. Oh, that was a pretty good axe. I guess just never again. I'll just hit this with two times with a stick and it's broken. Oh, thank you for the club. I'll hit you 4 times and it's broken. Over and over and over again. You can't get used to anything unless you have 8 clubs and just go, I like clubs. I'm going to use these 8 clubs because I like them. I have an axe. I have a pitchfork. I have 4 clubs. I'm using the axe. I like the axe. I don't have the axe anymore. I like the pitchfork. I played for 11 hours. I had 3 pitchforks. I never got to use the pitchfork again. I like the pitchfork. Club, sticks. You got a couple swords. Swords last about 8 hits. Why? Why can't you just fortify something? Your axe broke. Oh, there's 1,000 sticks on the ground. Use 4 sticks and your axe is better. Do that. No. Everything breaks. Realism, no. It's very realistic. Oh, is it very realistic? That's why I can walk up the mountain and freeze in 5 seconds, but walk 1 step to the left and be 100% fine and not cold at all? Is that realistic? Oh no, it's a game. No, I don't get. No, you can't. It doesn't work both ways. My goodness. I understand why people like the game. You can be over there and like it. Not for me. Boring as crap.
All right.
See, that sounds pretty fucking similar to what I said.
I was kind of determined to like it because my little brother all this time was just like, I can't play this game. And I'm like, you overreacted. You overreacted. And I got up to the point where you're just like, okay, go down the mountain, get me this fire, come back up the mountain, light the furnace, then go to this town. I lit the furnace and then like go to this town. I'm walking up to the town. I go up to the dude just like, hey, I got these seeds. Give me some more item slots. I walk into town and I was just like, you know what? I'm done. There was just a moment where I was just like, I'm done.
Yep. That moment hit
all
me
it was.
Strong as fuck, man.
And I was just like, I'm done, and I cut off the game at that moment. I'm like, I'm not coming back to it. Not for me.
And
my goodness.
Because of how long the game's been out, you know that's how the system works the entire game.
Yeah,
it's just higher tier weapons, but the same system, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, I was looking up like, is there like a forge that comes in later? Nope. Just stronger weapons, just these trained soldiers with these weapons that break in 10 hits. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like the weapon system is an understandable frustration. I don't fault anybody for that. It's the deal
breaker. It's the deal breaker. You can't enjoy a game if its combat system, the literal core of its gameplay, is untenable.
But it would really help that if there were either less enemies or the enemies drop better stuff, because it's just like you fight an enemy and they give you 6 screws and something for a stew. What do you use the stews for? To fight better. And then you fight more and then you get more screws and then you fight more and then you get more screws. And it's just a circle. If it was just like you giving me stuff that I can sell, because I played for almost 11 hours and I had like 100 rupees. I'm like, when do I get money? I was just like, okay, I'm just going to sell all these jewels. I don't know what they're for. I'm probably not going to use them later. Whatever. I'm going to buy me a nice cold-resistant tunic so I could go up this mountain. I want to see what's up this mountain. I walked up the mountain. It's just like, even with the cold-resistant shirt, even with the food, you're still going to freeze. I'm like, well, how does that work? I have the tunic that says cold resistant. I'm eating food that says cold resistance for 10 minutes, but yet I'm still freezing. Why? What is this? Oh, get a torch. I'm getting a torch. Oh, someone attached me. Torch broke. I'm dead in 4 seconds. Great. Realism. Thumbs up. That's a rough game. That's a rough game. And that was my experience. I'm
glad I have somebody else in here that finally is just saying the same fucking thing I said.
It's a rough game.
It is. I wanted to like it.
Yo, I did too, because I'm like,
every Legend of Zelda game. I've played all the console games, not the handhelds. I've never played most of the handhelds. But again, open world shit. I like those games. This game is just, it's not fun.
Tedium. I love tedium. I was walking around just collecting stuff. I had a bunch of arrows. I'm just like, wham, wham, hitting enemies. But then it's just like, okay, you don't have this. Throw a punch, Link. No. Okay, just run away. I have no weapon. Oh, for some reason, their weapons never break when they're hitting me. Why? That's not fair. I'm gonna chase this fox. Oh, the fox just disappeared. Oh, what? Why? I thought that I could just. Why is my horse just veering to the left? Go straight, horse.
You have to coax the horse. You have to pet the horse, and then
Duh.
it gets affection.
Duh.
Yeah. Duh.
Oh, yeah, that was my fault. That was
Duh.
my fault right there.
Jesus.
I accept
How could you
that
not
one.
understand
I
that?
accept that one. Wild horse.
Duh.
Rough game.
Very rough.
And I tried. I darned.
Yeah, 10 hours. You can't expect much more.
Yeah, no.
That is a solid attempt. You gave a very concise argument. Yeah, like
Seemed
at least
like
at
it.
the end of the day, from people that don't like the game, the weapon system just hands down
Yeah,
is
it
the
breaks the game.
big
Absolutely
thing.
shatters it.
So, if they keep going on this route, and that's something
Which
that
it
I think
seems
that
they
they
are.
that they should improve too is if you have a weapon system where the weapons degrade, have a means, like you said, of fortifying them, improving them, yada yada. Have a blacksmith or something along those lines. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Just those two, or any other games that you're playing?
Gravity Rush 2. That's really
Yes.
Those are on my PS4. I still need to play them.
love. I forgot how much I love those games. Just I was flying in the air. I was like, oh yeah, this is really really fun.
Did you see Borderlands 3?
Oh, it's announced.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I thought it was just a
Uh,
teaser.
That's an announcement.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
something.
And I think it's March 28th they show it off.
Okay.
Good for them.
Really
Good for
gonna be looking
games.
forward to that.
Going on the game news, I guess. Halo Master Chief Collection is coming to PC.
Yay.
People are legit hype about this because
Oh,
Halo on
yes.
PC is fun.
A lot of people have been clamoring for it for years, especially obviously the Master Race people. And
Yeah.
from what I read, it's not a port; it's built from the ground up.
Yep, whole new engine.
So that is going to be interesting. Like
I just give me Halo 2 multiplayer. I just want 2.
all of my roommates I know are going to get it. I'm going to get it.
I'll have it without a doubt.
Playing some Halo 3 multiplayer, which was my Halo
Oh,
multiplayer.
you know for a
experience.
fact I'll be there with you. I will fucking
Uh,
be there right with you.
Yeah, I will have some fun with that. Going on just other news things. Did you guys see the full Aladdin trailer?
I have not watched it. I have heard.
Need no need.
It sort of like wormed its way into my vision. Like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I got 2 minutes. Yeah.
I came out okay, personally. Like, actually hearing hearing more lines out of Will Smith, I don't feel like he can't fill the shoes, obviously, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks it is.
No,
Visually,
because the internet is very hyperbolic. So I was never the biggest fan of Aladdin, so I don't have the affection that other people have,
mhm.
which is why they're just like, oh, boo, boo, thumbs
Yeah.
down, thumbs down. For me, it just doesn't look particularly good.
Yeah, like
It's
the
going to be
aesthetic-
a very mad live action movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's most of the Disney movies. Actually, I saw
Exactly.
2. Fuck, why are they making Maleficent 2? That
Yeah,
popped
well,
up in my
made-
timeline
I'm
recently.
sure that made some bread. That's why.
Why?
That movie was a dumpster fire.
Let
I'm
my
sorry,
evil
what?
villain just be fucking evil.
No.
No, she's a sympathetic fairy.
Ugh. But yeah, like a lot of people are complaining for Aladdin are complaining about like the CG and just some other aspects and some of like the visual costume design and aesthetic choices, but yeah, I think it's just going to be an okay live action adaptation. But yeah, to me, like Will Smith I felt actually had some like funny lines in the trailer. So
Maleficent's budget at max, because it doesn't really know. It's between 180 and 263 million, and it made 758 million. So that's why it's getting a sequel.
Let evil villains be evil. Not everyone has
but
to.
Joker though.
Let evil villains be fucking evil.
Nah, gotta make them sympathetic, like Thanos.
Case in point.
Everybody's got to be a Thanos.
Even Thanos, though, while sympathetic, was still just fucking evil.
They made it so that you had to question it. Like, is he evil or is he just like
Misguided.
Yeah, exactly. He's evil. But the thing is they air it in the way that it's not that clean cut. Like, there wouldn't be such backlash because people are sympathizing with him if that wasn't the case.
Oh, people were
That's
sympathizing.
But that's what I'm trying to say is that they're trying to make villains not one-dimensional, not just villains. They're deep, complex characters.
You can have a complex...
Not everybody gets it right.
Yeah, it's like you can have a complex, multi-layered villain that's still just fucking evil.
I'm not saying it's right. Yeah.
But like, they don't have to have like, oh, I used to be good, but due to tragic plotline C, now I'm an evil person. Which is what Maleficent was.
But then there's also a line where other people just become Ronan the Accuser, and they're just such a boring, nothing villain. So I can see why studios are like, we got to have something.
Yeah, it can go wrong in both ways.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I tend to lean towards, okay, like, I would take a Ronan the Accuser over a tragic backstory Maleficent, personally. It's like, this is
to be honest, Maleficent really was bad.
Like,
it's not even like, please just, let my villain be a villain. They literally made her like, they try to make her a good person.
Yeah. Like, for example, like, before they are doing all of this, like, explain the Joker's actual backstory, like, there was all these different backstories, and it just turned out that Joker just made up a bunch of fucking tragic backstories just because, for a backstory, why not let it be multiple choice? It's like, oh, he's just fucking crazy, and he's just doing this for the lulz. Like,
yeah.
And I enjoyed that. But yeah. Did you guys hear about the Marvel What If series? That just got announced today, actually, I think. So, I'm assuming they're the Disney streaming network. They're making an animated What If series for Marvel based upon, like, the comic book line, where they just have
awesome
a bunch of alternate takes on different superheroes or different stories. Like, what if Loki had Mjolnir instead of Thor? Or this or that. Like, what if Spider-Man became the Punisher? Stuff along those lines. It's going to be an animated show, and they're going to get the actual actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe to portray their characters.
Yeah, that's a little too far. I can
think
see
so?
why they do it just for name recognizing.
Yeah, I can see.
I don't need it. Plus, they're not getting RDJ. So at that point, it's like MK. It's like, get everybody or just get nobody. But whatever. No, it's yeah. That sounds really, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, What If is an amazing series. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the story.
Like, I'd like to see the aesthetic that they go with for the actual animation, or just because it's a What If series, it's just varied and different for each episode. That'd be pretty cool too. But yeah, it just got announced. There's nothing like super concrete about it. Just basically that it's happening, and then they're gonna have movie actors and some of the stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. That sounds fun.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
that's like it might be.
In all honesty, that would draw me to the Disney streaming service, probably. Amongst, they also announced actually for the streaming service that literally the entire Disney Vault's going to be in it. the vault is open and has an admission gate of the
I even
streaming
have
service.
a vault if you're just gonna open it. Don't have a vault.
That's the vault is opening. It just has now it has a ticket booth in front of it with a monthly subscription. So that, I mean, but that was a big thing always. Like, so many VHS tapes that I remember having, like the trailers at the beginning, coming out of the Disney vaults. So
I
yeah,
would always just roll my eyes.
Let's see. I only have 2 other things here on the comic book train. Arrow. I'm not sure if we talked about it or not. Did we say Arrow was ending last podcast?
No.
I forget.
No, we found out afterward.
Okay, yeah. Arrow, the CW show, is ending this season. I think it's even like a half season. It's not like...
Yeah, it's 10 episodes as opposed to the usual.
Yeah.
It's fine. That show should have ended a long time ago.
It basically ends when their crossover happens.
Okay.
And
Well,
their crossover is Infinite Crisis or one of those.
Okay.
Crisis on Infinite Earth, one of those.
so either like just universe reset or just to raise the stakes, they kill Oliver Queen. One of the two, probably.
Or the worst ever, they just convert the show to Green Arrow. See, because Arrow ends, but Green Arrow starts.
No, that's not happening. Stefan Amell posted a whole big tweet about how honored he was to play this character for so long,
That
and
don't mean nothing.
I mean, he's saying the character is retired.
That don't mean nothing.
I don't know. I mean, again, it could be just a PR stunt, but
I see.
it
Mark
sounds
Hamill
like it's genuine.
still out there doing in Joker.
True.
He
He did say like 4 times ago that this is my last time playing the Joker.
Yeah.
So, that don't mean nothing.
It's like editor quitting. Editors quitting on YouTube.
Yeah. Don't mean nothing.
And then a bit of sad news. This is a week old at this point. Alec Trebek has cancer, unfortunately. The dude, though, fucking trooper, still hosting Jeopardy, even while going through treatments, and is overall pretty dang positive, even with, it was stage 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that man has lived a long and very good life, so he's got nothing to lament.
Yeah, just... Has there been anyone...
He's had the kind of career where he can literally just kick back and go, you know what? It's been a damn good run.
I'm trying to think of, like, maybe Letterman, but, like, someone who has been a, like, constant presence on TV for that long. Like Barker for Price is Right, but
Yeah,
obviously
Pat
he's
Sajak.
not doing that anymore.
What's the guy? The guy who always did the New Year's Eve thing.
Oh, shit. What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I know who you're
Dick
talking
Clark?
about.
He had like a terrible stroke, but he still
Dick
kept doing
Clark?
Yeah, Dick Clark.
it. Dick
thank you.
Clark, yes.
Yeah. Pat Sajak is another one.
Yeah. And
Dick
by proxy, is it Dana White, correct?
Vanna White.
Vanna White, sorry. Dana White, I think that's the
That's
chairman
the
of the UFC.
owner of MMA.
Yeah, UFC. Yeah, Vanna White. Yeah, both of them. Just for years. Who else? Yeah, I'm just now I'm thinking of like talk show hosts. Like Letterman was like the only other one, and Leno basically. But Leno it doesn't seem like as long. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Oh, actually, let's end this on sports talk. I'm curious about our NFL expert's opinion on the Browns.
Getting Antonio Brown.
Odell.
Oh yeah, Odell. My bad. Yeah, it's a good move. They
Do you,
have a good.
Go ahead.
Do I what? No, go
I was-
ahead. Do I
Like,
what?
I'm seeing like things back and forth, but do you think Super Bowl contender? I'm just curious.
No, because they got a wide receiver. Get out of here.
The thing is, Mike was on the internet reading everything last night, and everyone's talking that they're a playoff or Super Bowl contender now.
It's back
look
and
at it
forth.
Like this. Look at it like this. What did the Giants do last year?
Jack all, man.
Like,
Jack
No.
fucking all.
no, they're not a Super Bowl contender just because they got a wide receiver. That's
Well, they've gotten a
ridiculous.
lot of different picks from, or not picks, but a lot of different
No, they-
players. I
To
think they have-
They've got a
quote
lot
Mike,
of good moving pieces.
to quote Mike last night, his exact words were, "They didn't do too bad this past season. With the players that they've got now, they're a playoff contender." Those were
Absolutely.
your words, Mike.
Because
Yes.
I can't remember if they made the playoffs or just barely missed it. But-
There had to, a lot of shit had to happen for them to get into the wild
Yeah,
card.
that's what it was. So it's not like they were awful. They weren't the Browns. They were actually pretty good. I could see them not making a deep run in the playoffs, but a wild card game, maybe winning that.
Well, a lot of people are thinking they're the heads and toes favorite for the AFC North,
They might be, because Ben has regressed.
and the Steelers lost 2 players.
Mhm.
Like, from what I saw, everyone lost players, but the Browns gained one of the best players in the NFL.
We'll see. I don't think they're making a run. Not
Yeah.
this year, at least.
I just find it crazy that 2 seasons ago, we had a parade celebrating 0-16.
I mean, NFL is a quick moving league.
So yeah, like, I'm not a big NFL guy. If I'm gonna root for a team, I'm gonna root for the Browns. But
Oh, I'm huge.
it is,
The
like,
Lions.
despite, the Cavs obviously winning a championship within the last few years, the Indians being extremely good and going to the World Series, Cleveland is Brownstown. So
I bet.
the city is going to be fucking
Hey, DA.
nuts.
Because it's full of shit.
Ah,
Hey, DA. Kofi.
there you go. Yeah.
How could he possibly lose? Did you see the promo with Vince?
Of course. I was sitting there watching it live.
Bruh.
Commenting
What?
with Kelly.
No. That was the pay-per-view.
This was SmackDown.
Oh.
Yeah. What happened after? How could this storyline possibly end with
anything.
a 1, 2, 3 or tap by Kofi
It
Kingston?
would be absolutely ridiculous. It would be so dumb. And I don't see how it could happen because this is a perfect opportunity. This is a perfect sequence of events. It will never be better than this moment.
I'll tell you this right now. If Kofi doesn't win, I'm not watching WWE anymore.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a stop because that's just it's just like they fundamentally do not understand.
What is going on?
Yeah, and at that point, it's like why even continue?
Why even quasi support this?
Yeah,
Mhm.
So yeah, if Kofi doesn't win, I'm probably done with WWE.
but he has to.
He has to, but you could have said the same thing for Booker T all them
The
years
Booker
ago.
T is always outlier, but again, that was Triple H in his prime. Triple H,
That doesn't mean anything, kid.
he wasn't allowing anything.
He wasn't allowing it.
This was prime. This was him towing the line, going, I'm gonna just berate this black man, point to him and go, someone like you can't be champion. And then I'm just gonna beat him and see if anybody says anything. No one says anything. Well, I can get away with anything. Literally anything. And he has for the next 15 years.
There was a great tweet. I don't know who posted it. I don't know if it was one of you guys or if it was like someone else who I follow that's a WWE fan. It was a video, a like 20-second video of Batista repeatedly going, "Give me what I want! Give me what I want, Hunter! Give me what I want!" Just cutting, give me what I want! And it cuts to Triple H like, "We will give you what you want." Cuts back to Batista, "That's not what I want!" the phrasing of what Triple H said. We will give you what you want. That's not what I want. So that seems like an apt summary of the WWE over the last few years.
It was that, or someone just goes, "You don't." Vince just looks at the audience and goes, "You don't like what you like. You like what I tell you like." That is a very good. Dude, that's a very good. Excellent. And also, going back to the Kofi thing, the Rider is a good example of a way that this could go, because we want Ryder to happen for a very long time, and then they gave him that title eventually. They gave him
fantastic.
Yeah, and that was a good little
for the U.S. title. They popped crazy,
and they gave it to him, so they're willing to at least give it to him. But then again, this is championship, and this is the only thing that I can see them holding back with is they're still a little too goofy. Their promo was amazing. All three of them.
There was no goofiness there.
Yeah, but it's a new day. Yes, it is.
And then
that music is them just coming out just really solemn. Three huge black dudes solemn. Band. It's such a happy song, and there's pancakes and unicorns back there.
But then
it's like
you gotta look at Becky Lynch. That's such a pop.
But it's not. And they're coming out with all their uniforms all sparkly and
yeah.
And then they're just like, give him a chance. He's been here for 11 years, and it's just all these sparkly outfits and stuff. And Kofi's just sitting there, just like, that's the only thing where I'm just like, you can't really do anything about it, because if you want them to win, you want them to win as they are right now.
Yeah.
You don't want them to change anything, because it's like they've earned this because of this is who they are. But it's still gonna be a little bit weird. But it's a good weird, because you also got a recycle champion.
There is nobody that came off incorrect in that promo.
That promo was
Vince going, let's be honest here, Kofi. You're a future Hall of Famer, but you're only going in with the New Day. Let's just be honest about this.
And if you look at Kofi, because I was staring at Kofi the whole
time.
It was amazing, because he comes out and he's just sort of defeated. He got his head down. He's just like, hey, come on, Vince, just give me a chance. But as the New Day are talking him up, you see his head rise. You see him just sort of shoulders raised. It's like he's getting the confidence to talk. And it wasn't like, I don't want a handout. You just tell me what I need to do, and I will do it. Amazing stuff there.
Yes.
And it's just like, outside of him getting injured next week, because my goodness, why are you giving this old man, because he's not a young man, why are you giving
Vince
this
brought that
old man, like, you too young, fuck with you, you're older dude, I see you. Amazing stuff. All four of them killed it.
Front to back.
But he gotta fight 5 people next week, and it's just like, you're not.
But he just went to a gauntlet match.
But did you see after that he had to go into this huge cryo ice thing?
I bet
the future drifting. I'm like, you're not so young.
But the way I look at it
take
is,
it easy.
I think he'll do it, and then they won't give him a match for the next week. They might just beat him down or something, so he can rest up for Mania. Yeah, something.
I'm just hoping he doesn't roll it or something.
That would be awful. Derailing this whole thing. He's never getting this back.
But once that happens,
and then on the other side of the coin, did you see Honda?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been trying to watch Raw and SmackDown leading up to Mania just to get back in, sort of. Yeah, and it's just like, you got Dana Brooke out there. It's like, what are you doing? Why?
And Ronda is just burying the whole product for her whole heel gimmick.
The fans
it's the worst. That woman.
Hey, wrestling talk. That's always fun.
Hey,
that was rant. That was a wrestling rant, not even talk.
Hey,
yeah. Kofi's been my favorite wrestler for upwards of 11 years since he first came out. I've loved this man. I'm like, please give him a chance. Then that's all I've ever wanted, and now he's finally getting it. and I couldn't be happier because I said this to my brothers. I'm like, people are finally seeing Kofi as I've been seeing him for 11 years, and it's such a great feeling. Because they've been the New Day for like 4 or 5 years, and they've been pancakes and booty-o's and cereal. And I'm like, yeah, pancakes, booty-o's, cereal. But don't forget, this dude is legit amazing. And he showed that in an hour match. My goodness, GB, I am worried. You know what GB is?
What type of dog?
Yeah.
Couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
There was somebody that told me.
No, she went to the vet.
I don't care about that part.
Ago.
Care about actual people. Some old black
Actual vet.
black dude came up and told me.
You need an
what he
ID to go see one of those. That's why he doesn't like it.
was. Yeah, that don't mean nothing to me.
I'm sure if we ask Peanut, he's the one that took her.
He probably got a stomach ache from eating.
Well, she's been eating good food, and she's been actually eating the wet dog.
Then again, I spilled some milk downstairs.
Why are you spilling milk and not?
I did clean it up,
Okay.
but she might
She
have
a
got
bum.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she a bum.
Shit.
She is a bum. And our little brother is a fucking bum.
Oh,
So Deanna and I did a Let's Do This on JoJo Part 3 fights. Or was it
okay.
part 4?
What up?
And he picked wrong.
He picked so wrong,
He was
and
just
he's just like,
incorrect.
"What's the problem? What's the issue here?" Like, what?
Yeah, no, it was terrible. So he's a bum, bumming it up on the bus to Bumtown.
So wait, are you caught up now with the anime?
No,
Okay.
I'm just reading the manga. I'm on part 5.
That's
Slowly trudging.
Stardust Crusader? No. What the
No, that is Ventoreo. That's the
Okay.
Italian adventure.
Okay, I'm starting to like the pro tag more, but I'm just
How far are you?
he's trying to keep
Who's the pro
light
tag
up,
in that part
like-
again?
Giorno Giovanni.
Okay, Giovanni. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's gonna lose all that.
Yeah.
32 facts about daylight saving time.
Ugh. It fucking sucks. There's your fact.
Let's just abolish this old thing system. I don't see a need for any fact.
Bruh.
We just bumming it up in the U.S. Nobody wants this.
Oh yeah, it's Bum City here.
13.
That's a 1. That's a 3.
We're never gonna get better than last week.
Of course not. That was a
You better still have that page because I want to get more facts from that page.
I do not. Dude,
Ugh.
I already have, what is it,
77
97 tabs on my phone for my browser. I'm
Bruh.
not doing that crap.
Then why have all those tabs open?
Because I don't clear my tabs.
Your whole explanation was, what if there's something I want to go back to?
No, this is on my phone. I'm just lazy.
That's even worse.
I'm just lazy because I just go, oh, this, and then I'll go, oh, open up a new tab, hold it, open up a new tab, and then that previous tab, like, say if I go to Anime News Network and like, oh, let's check out the top selling DVDs, and I'll hold it, and it'll open up a new tab, and then
Yep, I
that
know
original Anime News Network homepage is just sitting there.
No, that's when you close that hot bit.
Well, if I remember, that's why I need.
You know how I do it? I'll hold it open to open a new tab, and then I'll find the last thing that interests me on that page, and I'll click on that on the page I'm on.
or I'll just clean it out every week or so. That's what. So
You go back about 4 months, you'll find a tab of like looking up how to get a license or how to get an ID for your brother.
oh yeah.
Oh, is that true?
No. Might well be. So, due to increased tiredness, a person's chance of having a heart attack increases about 10% for the next 3 weekends after daylight saving times begin. When daylight saving times ends in the fall, heart attacks briefly become less frequent than usual.
Wow.
Why the
You're getting an extra
because
hour
you
of
get more
sleep.
sleep. As opposed to less sleep.
Yeah, but that's also like Thanksgiving right around the corner. You gotta assume those people clogging they up.
What are you asking me for? This is all about sleep, not about arteries and crap.
Okay.
Because it's not about daylight saving times and the stuff around it. It's daylight saving time. It's just like, oh, well, Easter's right around the corner, so that's candy and stuff. No, it's not about that. It's about the sleep.
Yeah, it's all about the sleep.
I believe
It's
it.
all about the power.
Yeah, I was up late this Sunday. Was playing some Magic the Gathering Arena. It's like, oh, it's almost 2 a.m. I'll just play like one more game. Then I look over the clock. I'm like, oh, it's 3.
Oh,
Great.
whoops. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No es bueno.
No.
Wasn't that?
Espano.
No, that was Monday, Mike.
No, Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
Yes. Saturday
Okay.
going into Sunday.
Stop trying. Move.
Right.
Stop trying to be right at things, Ralph.
Oh no, I'm talking. I know what you meant, but dog
Yeah.
just want me to keep petting her.
Oh.
She's just like,
What you got?
love me so I can die.
I mean, she got the love.
Let
You
me
die.
let me pass. All right, thank you everybody.
Ain't
for
nobody
tuning-
Nobody
her.
stopping you. Nobody- we kicking you out the door, and you like, no, I want to come back. Like, no.
She's probably died like every single night for like the past year, and then she just wakes up in the morning like, you know what? There's still that can of food left
Living
That
till
I'm
the
not
next
gonna
meal.
eat.
that I'm not
That
gonna
I'm just
eat.
gonna stare at. And
Well-
like, what's this?
I'll give her some chicken. She'll bury it under a sheet,
Like,
and
what are
it'll-
you doing?
and I'll be cleaning up, and it's just like a chicken bone. Just where did this come from? I've had chicken in like 6 weeks. Like what the GB?
I buried it. Aren't you proud of me?
My chicken. Yo, you gonna eat that, homie?
And then she'll probably go back 2 days later, like, where the my chicken go?
I was just about to eat that.
Dang, they don't feed me nothing.
Bastards.
I'm gonna just live forever, just to spite them.
Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.